Hey guys, so I skipped yesterday's vlog. Ended up passing out, uh, but I will share day four's update today as well. So it'll be a day 4 5 vlog. So let's see. Um, yeah, made good progress yesterday. Um, so actually, yeah, just to recap, I'm doing this vlog series to document, uh, my progress towards my goals, which I want to achieve this year, 2026. The plan is to just take one step every day for each of those goals as consistently and as often as possible. Um, so my progress for my fitness goal is, I did strength training as per my plan, and continuously improved throughout the session, pushed myself more, is what I mean specifically. Hadn't been strength training for the last 2 weeks because of the holidays, so it was a return to strength training. So getting back into the rhythm of it, getting back into the mindset. But yeah, I'm improved throughout the session, so happy about that. Didn't eat so great. Ended up having, ate generally pretty well throughout the day, pretty protein heavy. Had a bit of carbs, which I'm currently avoiding in my plan, on purpose. But yeah, at the end of the night, ended up eating a lot, and ate a nice Popeye snack, and yeah, definitely led me to realize something, an improvement that I want to make moving forward. So still, I count that as a win. Yeah, I definitely gained a little bit of weight for day 5, but no big deal. Yeah, small setback, but we keep going, right? Then on, made some really good progress on my goal regarding the company I have with my sister. Made some good progress there. Did some big things there. Then for my own thing, didn't end up having the time to do that because of the work I did on the other goals. But that's okay. Made up for it today for day 5. Which I'll just get into that. So yeah, had a nice, I started realizing that I should just kind of have like a general progress, like not all things in life. I have to remember that not all things in life that are good are related to goals. That this general sense of happiness is also important for me. I've often conflated the two, um, which worked out nicely sometimes. When I was working on something, and I was making progress on it, then life was great. But if I wasn't, if I didn't have like a particular project I was working on outside of work or something, where I wasn't making progress I liked, I would be really very unhappy, very frustrated. And I don't think that was right for me. So an additional kind of goal I'm going to be adding is just like a general happiness kind of thing. So yeah, had a nice talk with my mom today. Nice talk. So that, that's great. Then for my fitness goal, did my second day of strength training. Pushed myself on every set. Was always thinking about my form and really visualizing the use of the proper muscles, even going down in weight as needed, kind of getting rid of that ego, to really make sure I'm improving as much as I can. Really happy about that. Even went down in weight in the middle of a set, which is exactly what I should be doing. Um, you know, not letting that ego get in the way. And had a very good day of eating, better than yesterday, better than even the day before that. Um, yeah, so happy about that. Then with the second goal that I have, um, yeah, happy about having followed the principle of, always trying to look for uh, ways to improve and leverage my time better. So, in this case, taking a manual task, looking to automate it. I don't mind manual tasks, honestly. I can be quite robotic. But I just realized I haven't mentioned that that's a yoga mat underneath the blanket. And it's my cat, Charlie, his favorite place to be. One of his favorite places to be. So he is under there right now. Otherwise, I would have taken that down just so there wouldn't be that question. Anyways, a little bit allergic right now. So, I'm happy about that. So then for my own thing, working on the RFP proposal, but at the same time, really wanted to make progress on my app, made some really good progress, went back to the basics of just writing, plus being able to invoke AI. I've basically built the entire foundation for that. Now I just have to build that back end that will listen to requests to be able to pass it on to AI, get the output back, and then return it back to the iPad app. But yeah, that's the last piece. So made some really good progress there. I'm still working, but yeah. So in terms of thoughts, I think I'm gonna work extra hard to make sure I vlog every day. I think it's really helpful if I do the vlogs each day as opposed to letting it build up and doing multiple in one day like I'm doing right now. Yeah, some other things, really need to cut down on social media consumption. It's already very much cut down, but I want to cut down even more, to like even one constrained block, like 30 minutes max, even that's too much, I feel. But yeah, I just really don't like getting on it. Yeah, it reminds me of the time when I was sports betting, like professionally. So, well, not professionally, but yeah. Anyways, something I wanted to talk about with building for yourself, which I talked about yesterday, is one of the really nice things about building for yourself is that you don't, and I'm talking to myself here, so you don't have to like generalize. Like you can really make whatever you're building be super specific for you. And that often means that it's much easier because you don't have to take into account all these general use cases and edge cases, because you're really just making it work for you. And the nice thing about that is that you know exactly what you need to do in order to make you happy, right? Whereas that's more difficult to ascertain when it's not you who's going to be the user, right? So yeah, that's a nice thing about building for yourself, is that you can really make something really great for you, and you know exactly what to build, right? More than when you're building for someone else and not you. Yeah, and yeah, just really feeling optimistic, really feeling good. Had a really nice talk with my mom, just talking about how there's a lot of stories of like overcoming difficult things and being successful in different senses of that word, and that really inspired me even more to do it. But I feel good. I feel like I've learned the lessons that I needed to learn in the last few years and can really take that to the next step, act on it and improve, and just do the work. So feeling excited. One thing that was interesting yesterday was, I was writing a note about how I need to just like really focus on putting in the elbow grease more. I often jump to like systematizing, to an automation in order to offload that work to something else. But like I was saying before, like I was literally just saying it, that things don't turn out as well when I start to systematize too early. You know, I think it's even when I think about it that it probably is not good. Like it just has to happen naturally, where it becomes so ingrained for me to do it this way because it's the best way for me. Then that's when it should become a system. Like it, is born out of it rather than, turned into it. So, yeah, that was a good lesson. Just really being okay with kind of chaos. I really thrive in chaos, but for some reason, I have a very, very strong desire to have everything be tidy. And so that often makes me not, uh, thrive in this chaos. I know it's kind of cryptic what I'm saying, but like, I'm really good at taking, really unstructured things and getting something out of it. And I have to avoid trying to structure things as much as possible, because a lot of good stuff comes out of this kind of unstructured mess, this chaos. And I'm really good at kind of taking all these like different things and putting it together and coming up with new things. So that's also something I've been thinking about. And So thanks a lot. That's it for today.